Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Um, Real quick, this isn't my topic, but over in my community, I shared a Cree Native American song that I was learning some Cree this morning. It is really cool. I was surprised how, I know a few things from my travels around and whatever, Um, you know, but it's just cool for me to hear. So being adopted and everything, and my grandfather was Native on my mom's side, so um, yeah, I got a little bit of connection with a couple different tribes through my bloodline. So anyway, and the Algonquin tribes are what they are. So anyway, um, there might be a little bit of noise. I'll just work through it. It's not going to be a big deal, I'm sure. Just a minute. Hello, I am making a video. Just started. Want to say hello? Oh, okay, just a minute. I am making a video. Yep. Anyway, my topic today, I'm still peeved at Professor Vaknin for berating his viewers for watching ongoing narcissist videos. I don't think it's the videos that these sweet people that have been abused are watching. They're building communities and talking to each other. And I mean, you're not going to get um, any amount of consolence out of a narcissist. So if you're going to his channel, a self-proclaimed narcissist, that is not where you're going to gather compassion for what you've suffered. You can see what, you know, hold in correlation whoever you know in this person that's talking. But a good channel I would recommend is, and then I forget it, You Are Not Alone. Uh, his name's Andrew. Let me pull it up. I did put it in my community, his channel. And then it's not there. Just a minute. I'll um go to my history. I'll be able to tell you. I shared it in my community. He's over there. He's been through it. You can see it in his eyes. Not a doubt in my mind. Not a doubt. Um, Narc Daily is his, and he's there every day, reminding people you are not alone. That's where you go for the compassion. You don't go. See, that's my topic today. Um, let's see how I was gonna word this. Oh yeah, yeah. You don't go to the mentally ill, the insane, and the deranged to validate suffering that you've done by the hands of that type of person. It's impossible, you know. So never debate with a narcissist is what I was going to say about narcissism. You don't debate who's mentally ill with the ill person, ever. So anyway, now if you're dealing with a narcissist who says he's a narcissist and he's actually a psychopath, well, I'm really good at pulling the psychopath out of people. It's probably not something everybody should do, but um, I seem to have been made for that job. I am going to share a video. It says how a Sigma females tame narcissists. First off, who gives about taming anybody? If I have to tame you, you're not only a narcissist, you're psychotic, you know. Anyway. So cheers everybody. I'm gonna share a lot of things that I mean, if you have the attitude, if somebody loves you, they're not, don't have to make them chase after you, but if they love you, they're going to make it apparent to you. And don't ever lower your dignity with a person like that. Don't fucking do it ever. No, you know, can befriend people and you can only be nice so much, but when it infringes on your peace of mind and you know you're already excelling in intelligence in thousands of areas that their lazy interiors would never um, adventure, well, then you know who you're dealing with, is what I'm saying. They can hold a candle to how you're feeling inside. They don't have a clue. Just let it go. Don't argue with these narcissists. I don't care if they get supply or not. That's where I'm at. It's like, oh, you just got your jollies off. Did your jeans get wet along the way too? Good for you. Nice job, bucko. Hope you had fun. Well, got a fly flying around. Anyway, but really, that is my approach. So, it's like family that I left in the dust. It's not that I enjoy doing that. It's just that I enjoy my life more than I do hearing their opinions, even about their life, because if they're that bad that I'm going to leave them behind, then they're really not bright enough to be included in what I desire in my life as a part of that. So don't argue with these people. If you have that in your life, just let them. They gotta be cruel or mean or belittling to other people, whatever, however they get their kicks. Um, unless it's through abusing animals and little children. When it comes to that, uh, if you can make them suffer, go for it. That's what I have to say on that. And I'm also good at that. The best, actually. Yeah. I mean, uh, a mentally regressed, fallen entity doesn't care anyway, you know, as their head isn't square on their shoulders. So, you know, it's what they do. So, yeah. But when it comes to somebody that says that they're an expert in the psychology of the human mind, and then they go putting down people that have been abused and have trouble using that God-given mind because of all of the bullshit they have been through, that's where I come in and say, you are so lucky you're not a neighbor of mine. I know I've said that to a lot of men, but you could kind of even um, ask the men that live around me what it was like encountering me. Yeah, you keep your fucking space 'cause you're stupid. That's what you do. Oh, anyway, that's true. I have, like neighbor ladies I get along with. We're all living out here because we like to live out here. We live in the country because we don't live in the city. You know, we have our own backyards without peering into the others. We can come out of our house in the morning and not be seen. And that's what we like. You know, that's the type of life we live. And when we encounter each other, we have that respect and understanding because we're the same types, you know? So it's, I really admire a lot of my neighbor ladies. And if I needed them in a friendship manner or help or anything, that's what we do around here. We don't, it's not often, but if we need it, it's there. I'm sure, well, yeah, they know. They know. So we're lucky, I guess, in some ways, because living in the country in smaller communities, yeah, it's pretty cool in some ways. But even in the city, you can have like close knit um, groups, So I guess it doesn't matter really. I just prefer living out in the fresher air anyway, whatever they're pouring on us. Believe me, the whole world isn't polluted because I smoke cigarettes. It's these large factories and yeah, the rest of the stuff they're dumping in the soil and like I was telling you about a week ago about wastewater lakes that they just keep building up the walls and it's up above Lake Superior, the biggest, largest. It's an inland ocean of the most fresh water anywhere, the deepest one. So, and there's 5 of them, but Minnesota is full of water, and our aquifer, even underneath, is oceans under there, you know. So, and not every place in the world is like that either, you know. I sit on the waters of the world, literally. It's a trip. The pipe from my pump going into the ground in between 2 giant boulders into our artesian well is, which is, they go miles and miles deep. You don't know the bottom. That type of well is right behind me by that speaker. Really. So when I say I sit on the waters of the world, I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Just think if God wanted to take me, he says, "Oh, you're a idiot and I hate you," he could just like split these rocks apart right here and I just bloop, fall into all that water. Well, what a way to go, huh? Well, the pressure would get you pretty quick. You probably wouldn't suffer too long. Or I wouldn't. Yeah. But yeah, they're polluting our planet and it's all the greed of corporations. And, when you have like Monsanto and Kraft and Nabisco teaming up with Quaker Oats, there's a fucking problem. Or the Dow Chemical Company and um, there's another big one here in Minnesota. There's a lot of headquarters of large corporations in my state, some that were even started here. Fucking weirdos. Oh, I was gonna make a warning that I might swear. I might, you know. I know it bothers a lot of people, and for that I'm really happy. Yeah, that's a little narcissistic, isn't it? Well, if you deserve it, I hope it hurts. You know, if you don't, pardon me with all my heart. Seriously, so yes, the art of swearing very eloquently. I've uh, I've got that down. I got that down pat. You know, they just can't handle that either, and then they'll try and say, "Oh, oh, now you're the bad one." No, fuck you. You put me there. You don't like it? Oh, that's too bad. Want some more? I have more. I always have more, and it goes deep. There is nothing a narcissist can say if I start saying things that will top it, 'cause mine's God given. And these people think ye are all gods. What the? Yeah. So what? So whatever you think doesn't matter. The proof is in the pudding. You don't ask God for gifts on this planet and then try and hurt his children and think that you're not going to pay for it, or they don't have abilities that can make you pay for it. Because who told you you were stupid? I had somebody insinuate I was a dummy. Uh, well, if I've been tricked, you're going to pay for making a dummy out of me, aren't you? Don't think so. I know. It's okay. Give it a little time. Yeah, I'm thoroughly disgusted. First, these people want to sit there and tell you that there's three genders all balled up inside of people and the rest are bullshit or whatever fairy tale up, unlogical, unscientific bullshit they want to say next just to appease the confusion in people. And they think I'm going to sit here without any education of psychology or spirituality or anything and not lead a rebellion against your fucked up bullshit. Just like the religions conditioning children, you know? Like I told people, there's somebody I truly care about, but he's never even stepped foot in a church. He couldn't tell you what it was like or the conditioning going on in there. Couldn't tell you a word about it, but believes in God, and I can't, there's no way he has not lived through that I could express the major religions being controlled by the dark cabal, and even the frequency of their music and their hymns and everything is to degrade mankind and human life. Vampirism and child predation isn't a normal human thought, people. You know, it's not something that you wake up in the morning and, oh, I'm going, you drink your coffee, have a piece of toast, whatever. I fast all day, but whatever you do, you know, eat the body and drink the blood. Are you thinking that every bite you take? You know, you should. Then you get the whole gist of the witchcraft behind it. How that's actually taking from the male and female spirit within yourself. Once you put that together, you have Christ within yourself, in your mind. It's in your mind. And women, you don't need to try and embody or get in touch with your inner masculine. Please, baby girls, do not do that. Keep your femininity to yourself. Keep that man out of you. Woo! No, just whatever. Um, Same with you men. There's no woman in there. You have to get in touch with it. Mama Bear from the air will truly just get in touch with your mind and your heart. It's not, no, don't go digging in there for no female stuff, okay? You'll be just fine the way you were made, I bet. No, so just some words to the wise from one of your elders, most likely. If I'm not, once again, pardon me, you know. But yeah. So anyway, it is actually when they go to try and write what are psychological medical text and insert their opinions. I don't care if it's groups and groups and groups of scientifically minded people getting together and all, um, what is the word? I'll get it just a minute. Agreeing in agreement that this is the way things are. Well, just because 99 people have a fucked up mind and one person doesn't, you're going to tell that one person that's not screwed up like you that they're wrong. And that's as sick as the world is. And I'm not going to sit back there and say, oh, I'll appease you. Oh, if you think that you could be minorly attracted or display this type of thing in front of a little child or this or that, and mothers out there don't have a right to say anything about it, is that what you're trying to get at with your medical books and all you so-called professionals that say you care about people? First, do no harm. Fuck off. I, I took that Apollo oath too. I'm fully aware of what it means. Funny that it's called the Hippocratic oath, but and besides that, it started a long time ago in ancient times, and then when it moved into the English, changed it. And then when it came over to America, they changed it even worse. And there's some adaptions that they put in there now that are really strange. Look at the progression of that oath, and you'll see what's going on just in medicine right there. Because, like with Sam Vaknin, it states in there that you're supposed to pass on your craft to the next generation. Well, this man doesn't have a son as far as I know, so that leaves him out. But isn't it odd that they would word it like that? I always thought it was. I think I'm passing my craft on to my granddaughters. Look out, world. There's 4 of them, you know? Yeah. And I know my other relatives watch me, some of them in silence, because of family ties that don't want the rest of the family to communicate with the bastard. But that's okay. Oh, that's so funny. How terrible am I? Yeah, they get what they give, and some, you know. They think they only gave a little bit, but there's thousands against one, millions. So watch out when that firecracker goes off, you know. Actually, that would be my doing. Nobody manipulates me to do or say anything. If I feel like swearing at people, I'll make a big thing out of it just to make a big thing out of it because they deserve it. That's why. So, I never said my name was Jesus. You know, never wanted to be. Who has to be a Jesus if you can commune with God personally? If you have that connection and that guidance, if you, first off, if you know the difference between right and wrong, there's even some weird things that God will have you do that may not look like the rest of the world wants you to look. Isn't that too fucking bad? So, I'm grateful for being made me. There's a lot of men out there that want to be the Christ. Why aren't you happy being you? Or are you so um, convinced that somebody actually hung on a cross for you? Are you convinced of that? You're pretty sure. And you would stake your soul on all that. Sure, it wasn't a girl. They're a lot easier to kidnap and do things to, but think whatever you want. I heard Jesus was in the public park with a little boy with a bandage on his yo-yo, medicated for different types of rituals that the dark cabal do to children that I have experienced firsthand. There are things that they do with the liquids and different things in children's bodies. So you decipher who Jesus is or not. That's totally up to you. I didn't just hear it, I actually saw it in old scriptures, but and that's why I'm learning other languages. We're people out here are actually proving these things. The other ones that aren't able to catch up are um, actually working for the dark cabal wittingly or unwittingly. Either way, they're a danger to other people because of their stupidity from stopping the truth and not helping to share the truth. That's a major thing. And mark my words, these textbooks that these fucking psychopic doctors, they call themselves, of psychology or psychiatry, mostly the psychologists, and they are qualified to work with children. That's the scary goddamn you people part. Changing those texts to suit your deviated ways from keeping a little human healthy with different fluids in bodies and different things that little children will find acceptable and hurt themselves from the inside out with the cancer that you motherfuckers are causing. Excuse me, to you sweet people and to you perverted mother that don't care about the little people. I'm coming for you. And I have an army. We're just getting started. So go hide because there won't be anywhere you can walk around freely. I don't want you to be accosted. I want you jailed. If you want to fight or argue, I tell you where I am every time. You're more than welcome. And I'm sure being a big motherfucking man narcissist, you would love to come and try that. I'm here just for that reason. So whatever. I just want to make it perfectly clear that I'm not holding any fear in that area, and you are, whatever you think. Because, yeah, it pisses me off when people are being taught wrong spiritually and emotionally. Yeah, well, there's going to be hell to pay. You ever heard of that before? Well, you'll find out why. God's in control of everything. So have a really good day to you, sweet people. I do appreciate you joining me. Check out that How Signal Females Tame, like we give a fuck, a narcissist. Whatever. What the fuck ever. You little morons are a dime a dozen with your cold ass ways. You're sick. So yeah, check it out. A lot of attitudes that you can adopt for yourself, even if it's not your nature, some ideas that will help you through even the nonsense if you've suffered some, to be like, yeah, that did work for me. That's right. Yeah, that does. That helps. That type of thing. So if you appreciate this video, hey, let me know. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.